Hey everyone, I'm Allie, and today I'm going to be talking about my activity and how it represents universal design for learning. So universal design for learning is a process that provides multiple means of engagement, representation, and expression in the classroom. There are three different principles. Principle 1 is providing multiple means of representation, which is the what of learning. Principle 2 is providing multiple means of an action and expression, which is the how of learning. And Principle 3 is providing multiple means of engagement, which is the why of learning. The class activity my students are going to be working on is a reading and art project. The reading book we are going to talk about is called The Crayon Box That Talked. This book is about diversity, teamwork, and how we are each unique in our own way. During this lesson, I will read the book to the class and provide students who can't see the book in Braille so they have the option to read along. As we read a book as a class, I want my students to focus on the main subject of the book, which is teamwork, which all the crayons represent throughout the story. The class activity I'm going to give my students is called Sunny Day. Each child will get their own set of crayons, a group paper, and scissors. I will make sure I offer both left and right-handed scissors and different choices and writing instruments. As I divide my students into 3 groups of 3, each student is going to have a group with a student who is higher functioning, a struggling student, and a student who listens well to instructions. So we could divide the groups up and have each on a different area in the subject. I will make sure they have enough space to work with and move around with. The room should be having enough space for the personal assistants and the assistive devices in the classroom. This way every child can reach the needed materials and equipment. The Sunny Day activity is an activity that will allow my students to work together with one another and see how things look better with diversity, different colors, and teamwork. I love this story and enjoy the activity because it will open my students' eyes to viewing how we are all different, but when we come together, we can make something special. During this activity, the students will be given 2 sheets of paper. One paper is going to be labeled one color, and the other paper is going to be labeled many colors. And the first one, the one color, each student is only going to be given one color crayon, and it's all going to be the same, and they will have to design a sunny day the best way they can with that one color. They'll be given 5 minutes to complete it. So I'll show you an example real quick of what that would look like. So let's say each student would have the color purple. So they could only do it in purple, and they would have to draw a sunny day the best way they can. So they could draw the sun, they could draw some clouds, and then they could draw grass, maybe a flower, and like a little kid playing in the park with his pet dog. So that could be an example of a fun sunny day, and it's all in one color, and the little boy's playing in the sun. Maybe he's playing frisbee with his dog or fetch. So it's a cute example, but it's all in one color. Is that very exciting? Let's see. So the second picture that's labeled many colors. The students will now be allowed to use all the crayons in the deck, and they're going to be able to work together and work on their pictures. So let's do an example of the many colors now. The student may have the bright orange sun. And remember, they're working with partners, so they could work with one another. They could have the blue clouds in the sky, the green grass, be a flower too, and the little boy, he could have a blue shirt on and dark jean pants. Big smile. Okay. And we'll draw the dog. That looks like a squirrel. Okay. And now you can see the difference about how the picture looks like in one color and with many colors. So after this, when both sides are colored, I will look and ask the students what side looks more like a sunny day. Also, I'll ask them, do you see how the picture looks better when we come together as a team? As you can see, which one looks better? So as my students are working on their assignment, I will go around and mention to the ones that are trying and say something like, I like your work and keep up the hard work, because I know learning disabled students need and should get a lot of specific praise. I want to make sure I encourage cooperative learning activities because it creates an atmosphere in which true community of learners is facilitated and enhanced. With this activity, my students get to learn from one another, work together, and have their accommodations met. My activity accommodates students with disabilities because it is acceptable for everyone in the group. It allows students to work collaboratively, and the project offers flexibility with the reading materials and other materials needed like scissors, writing instruments, space, and more. So this is the end of my project, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys created. Thank you very much.